What? Or like that?
WTCC FM. D.Moss, MBS Malay. We in here.
Together, we're alone. Vegas, I feel so alone. Falling only for the night. So I throw 2001s in the sky. How much to light up my star again? Everywhere for my thoughts. Oh baby, won't you remind me what I am? And break my little heart.
What up, girl? This is my song. This is like song of the year for me.
You say that I've been acting different, yeah. Funny how I finally flipped the script on ya. When you the one who's double dipping, yeah. You so sloppy how I caught you slipping, yeah. You're off the lease, run me my keys. No more popping up the hitty, yeah. I ain't even got the miles to trip on, yeah. No phone.
Who is this?
Brand new, like the whip, rack it up, no assist. Hey bitch, I ain't average. Wake up, need a zip, Hennessy, take a sip. Look at my jeans, I'm too thick. I ain't got no room for extra baggage. Don't forget to come and pick up your feelings. Don't leave no pieces. You need to hurry and pick up your feelings. While I'm up cleaning, boy, please, I don't need it. Memories, all that shit, you can keep it. Oh, don't forget to come and pick up your feelings. Don't leave no pieces. I'm trying to find a fuck to give for ya. You ran out of chances of forgiving ya. Yeah, listen, I ain't listening just for you to go and break my heart again. I learned my lesson last time. I ain't coming back now. This is what you had now. I bet you I look better, don't I? New phone. tag, don't exist. Heat a ride, call that bitch. Gas way too expensive. No more benefits. Proper visit. Hands tied, no grip. I ain't got the room for extra baggage. So don't forget to come and pick up your feelings. Don't leave no pieces. You need to hurry and pick up your feelings. While I'm up cleaning, boy, please. I don't need memories, all the shit you can keep it. Don't forget to come and pick up your feelings. Don't leave no pieces. Lock the door where my heart once was. But you had your fun, but I had enough. Now I'm really done. I deserve so much more than you gave to me. So now I'm saving me, and I made a peace. So you can run them streets. So don't forget to come and pick up your feelings. Don't leave no pieces. You need to hurry and pick up your feelings. While I'm up cleaning, boy, please. I don't need it. All that shit you can keep. I don't need it. Don't forget to come and pick up your
Make me go lock you off. Say what you say, make me go lock you off. Can't represent the king with them, they don't sit out. He lives and where I go. From the rising and the setting of the same, I rust them on and stay with the positive. No get misled up but that's straight with the negative. We have done a lot to overcome. Get Babylon tag along, giving the youth them alcohol with sex and gun. Rastaman, I beg you stay with the positive. No get misled up but that's straight with the negative. We have done a lot to overcome. Get Babylon tag along, giving the youth them alcohol with sex and gun. Alright, if you want no ancient, see me tell you where you're born. Rastaman born short. I been give man a blowy palm. And if them this see I me ready for turn it on. With word power and sound. Yes, I a sound alarm. I educate the youth them to come along. I teach them about repatriation. I bubble shanty, seal up your turban. Dirty Babylon them can't call we rebel Taliban. I Rastaman them stay with the positive. No get misled, no but that's straight with the negative. I think I've done a lot to overcome. Yet Babylon tag along, giving the youth them alcohol with sex and gun. Rastaman I beg you stay with the positive. No get misled, no but that's straight with the negative. I think I've done a lot to overcome. Yet Babylon tag along, giving the youth them alcohol with sex and gun. Alright, and it was clear from the beginning, say no for them no real. I many been caught up in a corruption, so them still. Them own a flesh and blood, them want to fight for the meal against the wolves and sheep, blood and shall rebel. I get some mind control fi capture our offspring. Pan finger, me no want fi see no more gonna spin. Ragamuffin, you no see them lose it. Emmanuel and Marcus Caffey teach. Alright, I beg you stay with the positive. No get misled, no but that's straight with the negative. I we have done a lot to overcome. Yet Babylon tag along, giving the youth them alcohol with sex and gun. Rastaman, I beg you stay with the positive. No get misled, no but that's straight with the negative. I we have done a lot to overcome. Yet Babylon tag along, giving the youth them alcohol with sex and gun. I Rastafari kiss my only vision. Them can't lock within a low prison. Alright, tell me if I'm wrong to sing this song. I come along to try where I am. Papa Shanti, seal up your turban. I guess we don't want to do no wrong. Yes, Ethiopians. Alright, me say them can't call we rebel Taliban. Alright, I beg you stay with the positive. No get misled, no but that's straight with the negative. I think I've done a lot to overcome. Yet Babylon tag along, giving the youth them alcohol with sex and gun. Rastaman, I beg you stay with the positive. No get misled, no but that's straight with the negative. I think I've done a lot to overcome. I Babylon tag along. positive. Nobody straight with the negative. Nothing no wrong. I said the ancient Rastaman.
.7 WTCC FM. My name is D.Moss.
MBS Malay.
All right, y'all. It's another Monday night.
Hi.
What's up, Miss Bailey? Yo, you can always hit me at dmosslive@gmail.com. dmosslive@gmail.com. MBS, how can people hit you up if they want to send you music, man?
I don't want them to send me music. What?
Oh,
Because I'm not a DJ, so I don't want them to
I
send
ain't a
me.
DJ neither.
Yeah, huh? You play.
I can't. That, no, DJs
If anybody
can't.
wanted to send music, I'll tell them to send it to you. Because
Okay.
listen,
Okay, man.
then I can have somewhere to store it. Because then my email gonna be looking crazy. Because my inbox be looking crazy with everybody else's music. So, yeah.
All right. Hey, man. So, how was the weekend? Talk to me.
This weekend, I pretty much just relaxed and did my little painting in the house. I didn't really do much this weekend, you know?
A word? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Didn't you have an event this weekend?
That was on Friday.
That was Friday.
That's part of the weekend?
Yeah, Friday.
I never
Saturday,
thought Friday was part of the weekend. I thought it was Saturday and
Friday,
Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday.
But Friday's part of the weekday.
Friday is the weekend. The weekend begins on Friday.
We gotta take a poll on this.
So let's talk about what happened on Friday. Since I couldn't.
Oh
make
my
it
God, we
down
had
there.
such a great night. You know
I
what?
see my man 2B backstage. Yay!
I actually have a list.
You have a list of what everybody who
of the
performed.
people who performed. Yeah.
Word?
Yeah, because I didn't want to forget anybody's names.
Okay.
So, actually,
Yo, run down the list then.
Pito, he came and performed. It was dope. Shauna Joseph, she came and performed. She did.
Yo, Shauna hit the mic.
Yeah, of course. And she even brought her friend Ash, and he did like a really dope job.
Okay.
And I guess it was like his first time performing. I don't know, because I think she posted about
Yep,
him
it was
one
his
time.
first time.
Okay, yeah. So like he did a great job. Oh my gosh, it was so dope. And if you guys want to check these performances out, I did post it in the Speak and Eat page, so go check it out. Kayla Malloy, she's dope. Okay, she's a comedian, and she also does other things.
She
too.
was there too.
Yeah, she performed.
I didn't know that.
But you know what, Pito's friend, Pito brought a friend with him. He caught a bunch of performances as well. So some of the performances that I didn't catch, he caught them and he put them on YouTube. So like they're really dope.
Okay.
Poetic Soldier Grace, of course, she performed and she did a great job.
Stop right there. Is that the first time you seen her rock?
No. Well, in person, yeah.
Yo, she's
really good.
Yo, she's one of my favorites. She writes
really
poetry undressed. I think she might have the record number of performances. I always bring her back.
She's dope.
Yo, she's a monster.
She's really good.
Dope. If you've never heard her poetry, yo, you need to dig her poetry. Dig her. She's dope.
I did a contest during pandemic to build the Speak and Eat page, and she actually won the contest. And she had a really dope poem. It was like a really heartfelt poem about her mom. It was beautiful.
Oh, that's what's up.
It was really nice. I liked it. Loved it.
Danielle Belly says, Malay, they were great. And so were you. You were great?
What?
You did your thing. They said you was great. You was good?
Good for what? What are you talking about?
Performing?
I guess. I mean, I always do my best.
Now, what do? Do you sing? You do poetry? You a comedian? What do you do?
I'm not a comedian. That's the last thing that I am.
She gonna cuss me out off the air, y'all.
Nah, I was trying to tell you everybody that performed. I didn't want to talk about myself. Jazara. Yeah, we was talking about her last week too. So like, she performed. She did an acapella piece. And if you guys want to check it out, make sure you go on the Speak and Eat page and check her out. She's dope. Everybody that performed is dope. So like, I hope you guys could come the third Saturday of the month.
Third Saturday,
which is on the 20th. Actually, we're having 2 events that day, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be at Talking to me what
Level 5 is 1.
Yep. Then we'll be at the Breezeway.
And we'll be at the Breezeway. So
yep.
Make sure you guys come through if you want to perform on the mic. Or if you want to just sit down and watch. So like, yeah, it's going to be dope.
It's going to be dope, right?
Yes. And I can't wait.
And you can't wait.
Mm-hmm. What'd you do this weekend?
My weekend was kind of messed up. Things that got thrown off course. Unexpected things happened. Lost a cousin. Let's see. Had family come up. Did watch Coming to America. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I'm hearing a lot about it. Some people are saying it's corny. Some people are saying it's really good. But I guess we'll never know unless we watch it
Gotta
ourselves.
watch it, judge it for yourself. I mean,
Yeah.
me personally, I seen it. I was digging it. Of course, I mean, for the folks who watched the original 100 years ago, it's kind of like, yo, dope. We've been waiting for a long time. So
I heard that that's what the problem is with people that's saying that they don't like it. They're saying that those people are just like, they're expecting just like the first one. But like,
yeah,
nothing's going to be like the first one. So,
never ever.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see.
Mm.
We got an interview, man. You ready?
Yeah. Who's
We gonna bring
first?
him on stage.
Yes.
Woo woo.
What's going on?
What's good, man?
What's
Everybody,
going on?
that's 2B. You are welcome to 90.7 WTCC, broadcasted remote from the campus of Springfield Technical Community College. What's happening, bro, man?
Ain't nothing, man. What's going on with y'all?
Man,
much.
listen, it's Monday night. She's always live, and she keep the old man rolling, man. She even let me wear my
That's
old
cool.
man sweater today, so I'm feeling good.
I ain't
Don't-
peeping. Wow, look at he got the vest on over the shirt and everything. I was not even paying attention. But okay. All right.
So what's going on, man? I heard you well, not heard. I know for a fact, confirmed, new project. Talk to us, bro.
Yes.
First, tell everybody who you are, what you do, and all that wonderful stuff.
All right. So my artist name, actually, I guess my family nickname is Two. And as y'all was talking about last week, last name is Balknight. So that's where you get the 2B from. And I'm just an independent artist trying to do my thing, man. I was rapping and, I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. So I was doing my thing and rapping and thought I was going to get signed and all of this stuff. And it didn't necessarily work out how I thought it was going to work out. But then, I got involved in the church. And when I did, I miraculously couldn't rap no more. I don't know. I couldn't. It wasn't popping. So I said if I couldn't do it on a level that I was doing it when I was in the world, then I wouldn't do it. And I remember praying about it or whatever. And I told God that if I was able to, if he allowed me to do it again, then I would do it, but only for him. Around that time, I got with my cousin, Soft Spoken Prophet, AJ Bayman.
Yep.
And he was like, yo, you need to hop on this project with me. I did it, and the rest is history. I've done his mixtapes, a lot of other people's mixtapes. And then in, I want to say 2017, I did my first album. It dropped in 2018, Retrospective New Life. Then I came out with my EP called The Love Project, followed by my last album that I just released in August, which is called Testimony Service Volume 1. And I got another EP dropping on the 23rd of March called the Sound the Alarm EP.
All right, so you're gonna be the gospel version of
Wow.
Prince. You're gonna be the gospel version of Prince, huh? Just dropping.
I saw my man T Swan posted like he was sitting on a lot of music. I said I agree. I'm sitting on a lot over here as well.
All right, well, we always looking forward to hearing it. Matter of fact, let's hear from you now. What you sent me a couple of tracks. What you want me to play, bro? I'll let you introduce it.
Oh man,
we got Slow Down, Say Word, No Love.
You know what?
Yeah.
Let's start with the times. Let's start with Say Word, which is real quick, just talking about what's going on from how I see it.
All right, everybody. Background sounds, my man 2B. Here it is, y'all. Say Word.
Check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. And everything that's going on, I'm in my feelings a little bit. Rock with me, yo. I feel like Marvin Gaye. What's going on? For me to even have to take the time to write the song. Times ain't changed that much, that's a fact. But I never thought you could get shot for running while black. And with the cops, I feel like Nas, it ain't hard to tell. So much arrogance, you'd have thought they were Rick Martel. I get it. If we do the crime, gotta do the time. But when cops started killing innocents, that's when they drew the line. My two daughters could have been Brianna or Tatiana. We just want to lose the weight of oppression like it's a sauna. We just want change, man, like it was Obama, and stop acting like it's fiction when we all know that it's drama. We all know there's no justice, no peace, but the truth is blacks kill more blacks than the police. Meaning, we need to change breaking, crush groove, cause Black Lives Matter has to apply to us. As for the church, it's kinda late for us to protest now. We should have been doing that since the Rodney King trial. So what's the church's role? We need to fast and pray, so nobody else innocent has to pass away. Yo, rioting and looting are not the solution. Fools rush in and black folks ain't Putin. Y'all might not get that, but get this. Being black is a gym, meaning we never lose the miss. Listen, this life's only a stop through, so if we want change, we gotta kill them on our knees like Minnesota cops do. Social injustice and African American inequality have gone on for way too long. But if we really want change, we gotta pray that souls get saved. Yeah.
Yo, I'm digging it.
That was cool.
Talk to me, man. Talk to me about that track.
So it was just like, it's just so much going on. And I think it's cool for, you know, even though I'm what they call a Christian hip hop artist, you still need to be relevant and speak on things that are going on in now's times. And so a lot of these things are affecting myself, my family, my community. So I just wanted to speak on it and say a little something.
That's what's up, man. You
That
talked
was
about
cool.
black on black crime. Do you think that's is that relevant?
Do I think black on black crime is relevant?
That's a setup question, man. That's a setup question, bro.
Definitely.
I mean, I definitely think black on black crime is relevant. I think all crime is relevant.
Right.
But I definitely think that's a huge problem in America, as well as everything else that's going on.
Okay, I dig the fact that you talk about it because grew up in the church. She did too. It's not something that folks. So that's the reason why I remember when gospel hip hop when it first emerged on the scene. I was one of the cats. I ain't gonna lie. Like, yeah, I don't know about all that.
Word. Me too.
Like, it's absolutely necessary because people have left the church because they felt the church wasn't really relevant. But I think hip hop has kind of changed the tone, not just of society in general, but also within the confines of the church. The messaging has changed. It definitely has more of a hip hop tone to the sermons with some of the younger cats.
Mm-hmm.
Cats like you spitting. I mean, I've been listening to like gospel rappers since we were doing a joint at Mohegan Sun years back and bringing in cats to spit. So, I think it's dope. I love that you're doing that because, I mean, we got to get saved. You got to get saved. You got to get in church, got to live spiritually. But at the same time, you have to be cognizant of what's happening around you. So I'll probably listen to that over and over because I'm definitely feeling it. The message is crazy.
For me personally, I'm sorry. For me personally, the point of my music really is to let people know. I want to say almost like the human side. A lot of people are kind of turned off by people sometime in the church because I feel like they can't understand, or maybe sometimes we shield the human side. We shield the side that says there's still stuff that we need to work on in us. There's still stuff that we're trying to be better at. So for me, when I come out with my albums, especially Testimony Service, it's about real stuff that I really did or things that I really had a problem with. And so people can relate to it in terms of it's stuff that they were dealing with or maybe still be dealing with. So I try to talk and keep it as real as possible. And hopefully that will relate to people and then they'll just understand my story.
Absolutely. I think that's dope. It's hard to reach the spiritual level if you ain't dealing with the natural level. So it is what it is.
Word.
What's up? We got more music, man. Give me something else to play. Right. I'm sorry, I didn't get you.
No, I'm just listening. I'm enjoying the conversation.
I definitely want to hear something from her too, but you know what I mean? But it's all right.
The generational thing. You younger than I am, man. What you think, man?
I did. I said it already. I said I'm the one that made the first comment. Said I love the message. What else you want me to say?
You got talking to my hearing.
He's slow. What's on?
Don't be agreeing.
It's
It's
No
that
love
old.
on there?
No love, no love, no love. Here we go. All
Okay.
right, introduce it. Let's get it.
All right, so this is a song that I wrote called No Love. Just telling the devil you get no more love from me. You used to have it, now you don't.
All right, let's get it. All right, y'all, here it is. No love, brand new. My man 2B. Before he finishes this interview, he's gonna tell you where you can pick up the music, how you can follow him,
Absolutely.
and he'll probably tell you how you can follow him to church on Sunday morning. Here it is, y'all. No
Hey.
love.
Ah.
One up the other one.
It's simple, supposedly, when you do the math. Bygones are bygones, the past is the past. Life's an hourglass, time keeps ticking. The dog in me didn't want to die, so I kept vicking. We said we would call it quits, but I'd keep listening. Temptation was my pookie then, cause I kept sniffing. Thought I scratched my curiosity, but I kept itching. Said that I don't need you no more, but I'd keep listening. It's fair to say in life I have many regrets, but number one of all is the day that we first met. After all, as they say, hindsight's 2020, so now you are my DMC, you will never again run me. You heard it all before, I know, Sunshine Anderson. Nonchalant when you had me, when I left you started panicking. Listen, it's over, it's finished, done living my nightmare. Meaning you got two options, devil, take the window or the stairs. Cause you get no love from me. What we had couldn't last. It's time for you to face the fact that our time has passed and forget about the past. Cause you get no love from me. We just can't be. Truth is, there is no more we. Cause I gotta be free, so from now on, it's you get no love from me. What we had couldn't last. It's time for you to face the fact that our time has passed and forget about the past. Cause you get no love from me. We just can't be. Truth is, there is no more we. Cause I gotta be free. Breakups to make up, but that is not happening. Told you I want you gone, meaning I didn't want you back again. I am with the king now, and he'll never leave me. Nope. Nothing like LeBron did to acronym. I have moved on, but you still give chase. GOMF, get out my face. Acronym. Sorry, I'm not sorry. I'm trying to be rude and not allow you to pass go like Monopoly rules. Cause if I give you an inch, you will take a trip. My salvation's Verizon, yours Sprint. I'm better, why switch? So you can miss me with that please come back talk. And we ain't teens, no sneaking through the back door. I pray the Lord will give me the discernment to see. Every time you try to come back and burn in me, I'm over it now, not taking credit. It's all him, cause I put out the flame like having to fight Dawson. So you get no love from me. What we had couldn't last. It's time for you to face the fact that our time has passed and forget about the past. Cause you get no love from me. We just can't be. Truth is, there is no more we. Cause I gotta be free, so from now on, it's you get no love from me. What we had couldn't last. It's time for you to face the fact that our time has passed and forget about the past. Cause you get no love from me. We just can't be. Truth is, there is no more we. Cause I gotta be free. What we had couldn't last. It's time for you to face the fact that our time has passed and forget about the past. We just can't be. Truth is, there is no more we. Cause I gotta be free.
Say it again.
Are you singing too?
I'm singing too.
Oh, I didn't know you had chops like that, bro.
The whole
Yeah. Yeah, on I'm sorry.
I said I love your flow. It's like really good. Like I can't even compare your music to anybody else because like you got your own like. I love it. It's just like really dope. I like how you mixed up the singing with the rapping. Like everybody.
I appreciate it. I try to do it. I think that's like kind of like my niche right now. Just doing something different that I don't hear people doing. So generally, there's a lot of songs on my albums like that where I'm singing and rapping and producing the beats.
And I was gonna ask that next too. You're making your own beats too. That's really cool. That's dope.
Absolutely. Well, actually, not that one. That one is from my man Cam, but the majority of my albums I make.
That's cool. So do you have your own studio too that you're recording in? Oh my
I
bad.
do. I'm actually sitting in it now as we speak.
Oh,
So
nice.
I do have the studio where I do all my stuff and all my recording and my vocals and everything like that. Yes,
That
ma'am.
do you mix and master it on your own too? Cause like that was mixed really, really good. That was dope.
Yeah. So nah.
And the harmonies,
Nah.
everything blended so perfectly. It was like so good.
I outsource. I outsource for that. My guy who made the beat is my engineer, and so on a lot of my albums, especially on the first album, since I was making everything, and as D said, since I was printing everything out, I decided to go to him so he could throw me some like different beats, so that it wouldn't just be all me. It would be like kind of something else and me, which I felt like would be good.
That's dope.
You know what I really like about the two songs that we've heard? Because like I know you're a gospel artist, like you said, but like I love gospel. I love gospel. Of course, like D
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
I go to church. But
Yep.
what I love about your music is like it's not the typical gospel music, and it's
Right.
not. It don't sound like a secular song either. Like it's just like I don't know how to explain it. I gotta hear more, but like so far from the only two songs that we've heard so far, and then everything that you're talking about is just like stuff that we're going through in real life, and like you're not exactly making it about religion. It's just like this is your life. Like so, I thought that was cool.
I promise. Like that's what you said is like the premise of what I'm actually trying to do, which
Word.
is you gotta have a balance in order to get different people. If you only come at it from the standpoint of, I'm going to do strictly this, then you're only going to reach strictly these people.
Right.
But exactly what you said is what I want to do. It's not like secular, but it's not like super church to the point where as soon as you turn it on, somebody that's not church would be like, oh my gosh. So for me, that's like exactly the premise of what I'm trying to do. So I'm glad to hear that. You don't even know how glad I am.
Cool. That's cool. Like you see, I told you I'm listening. I'm just trying to figure out when I want to say what I want to say because I gotta listen quick. All right. So like in the beginning, you said you jumped off your rapping career for a while because like you said when you started going back to church, if you wasn't doing it for God, then you don't want to do it at all. Like
Right.
was it the push of somebody else asking you to feature on their song that like helped you jump back into making music? What was your
Absolutely.
inspiration?
I'll say this. Like I had the motivation to do it when I first got saved. I didn't really have the motivation to do it anymore because the unfortunate thing about a lot of people that go to church is that they haven't fully embraced rapping. So it's unfortunate to a certain degree, but to a certain degree, I understand like why they do that. And I guess I'll get into that at some point. But so I was kind of conflicted, like, you know what I mean? I know what I was doing and everything like that. So I don't know if I'm saved now. I just want to concentrate on that. But the drive was still in there. It's just that whenever I got ready to do it, I wasn't on what I felt like was the same level as when I was trying to get signed, trying to get a deal and everything like that. And like
Right.
G said, like back in the day, like gospel rap was horrible. Like it was terrible. Like people were just, it was just really bad. We came a long way, but
You're giving me like the illest nostalgia because like you're saying that and now I'm thinking of all the gospel rap songs I know. I'm like, oh my God, that song was so stupid. But
it was bad. It was really, really bad. Like I didn't even want to be associated with it because like when you used to say that you were a gospel rapper, people were like, oh, okay. Yeah, like, yeah. You know, so I didn't want to do it. But again, my cousin and I used to be upstairs in his house, like rhyming like the majority of the whole night. So it's something I always wanted to do. But if I couldn't be dope and do it, then I didn't want to do it. So when he asked me to come and be on feature on his track, then I was like, yeah, because he's the one that was like, yo, you need to do it because like you got it, but the world don't know it. I know it and you know it, but the world don't know it. So that's what happened.
It's what you're saying to
Shout out to soft spoken prophet AJ Bateman, matter of fact.
He alright. I love that dude, man.
So I
yes,
can't.
sir.
Growing up, it took me a while. I think probably like 2 years ago, I started liking Kurt Franklin. But like when I was growing up, I didn't used to like him.
No.
Let me explain, right?
Uh-oh.
Because you saw his face, though, right? You saw his face. You've been watching our show, so you know what those faces mean.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm just saying. All right, so growing up, I didn't like him because I felt like he was too worldly for me. I didn't like how he was. Like I didn't like how he acted. I didn't like how it seemed like he was trying to take too much of the secular music and bring it over. Like, you know, I didn't like it. I didn't. Right. So I was gonna ask, what is the reason why you think rap music is or was I guess why is rap music just now starting to get accepted in the or is it getting accepted now in the gospel? I don't know. Is it?
I would say.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad you brought him up. I want to talk about him. Go ahead.
I would say that to me, I feel like it's getting accepted more. It's not necessarily mainstream, but I do feel like it's getting accepted more. I don't feel like the church is necessarily on a whole, actually on a whole, they might be accepting it more. You still got your people that's just like, I don't care what you do. I'm just not going to accept it. You still got your people like that. But on a whole, you can watch like YouTube videos and Instagram videos and stuff like that. And you see a lot more performances in churches.
Mm-hmm. So why do you feel like it wasn't being accepted?
Because it's looked at as, to me, and this is only opinion, like it's just my opinion. I feel like it wasn't accepted because of what it represented. Mm-hmm. Like the rap culture has always been linked to the gang culture and things like that happen. So when you talk about, you know, rapping, then a lot of rappers talk about getting money, drugs, sex, and everything that the church, mostly what the church is against. So that's why I feel like it was hard for, you know, people in the church to accept it.
But you know what? They did that with Andre Crouch. They did it. Mission. They did that with
Walter Hawkins. Happy Day.
All them. It's like, oh, that's not traditional gospel.
Right.
I remember that. Like,
you're right. You're absolutely right.
I remember, what's that song? Oh my God. I don't think it was some other. I just remember songs from back in the day.
Love.
They were like, I don't know who they singing about. I don't know if they singing, if anyone should ever sing my life story. And I remember the preacher, man, be like, are they preaching about God? Or are they preaching about some woman in the street? I mean, I don't know, but the song resonated with me because I'm hitting the streets and I'm you know, and that's kind of keeps you on the line. It's like music speaks to people at a different level. And so sometimes you don't have to preach to a man to change his sense of spirituality. A good song is knock it over the edge. But
exactly. And for me, growing up, like I grew up in a household where my mother didn't play that. Like they used to call it everything back in the day. They called it blues music. So now they call it secular. But back in the day, my family's old school from down south, so they call everything blues music. So it was like, oh, you playing that blues? Oh, okay. Like rap was blues, like R&B was blues, everything.
You know what they called it when I was growing up? Devil music. That's
snap! Just straight. They just went all the way there.
It was devil music. But everything was. If it was not about God, it was
devil music.
That's 3 days ago when you was growing up, though.
If you don't, you see, this is what I'm talking about. I cannot deal with you at all. But
when I was growing up, they had that. So my mother, shout outs to my mom, Pastor V. Balknight, by the way. I was, you know, grew up in the era where hip hop was getting real big, like especially like '94 with Illmatic and Ready to Die. There's a Dark Side with Redman. I mean, the list goes on. And I grew up.
Those aren't church artists, man.
I realized this, D. I realized this. And so I grew up in that era, and I would go and I would come home from school, and my mother would she would bash up all the tapes. Because at that time I had tapes or whatever, and she would bash up all the tapes and leave them in the middle of my room. Because she was like, "Oh, you ain't playing that in here, like you." So
he's saying
me,
exactly that's what my parents used to do.
I'm being like for real. And so for me, I was happy when MC Hammer came out with "That's Why We Pray," because that's like the one song that I could sing in front of her and not get in trouble. I used to be going hard at it. That's why we pray, and she was just looking or whatever. But that's the one I could get away with.
Like praying this, so she's like, "I no," but
she was like, not to say about that. You talking about praying, so.
Used to do stuff like that. They used to bring me because we used to get a little Walkman and stuff for Christmas or whatever.
Yes,
so used to do stuff like that. If they caught us with any devil music, they're breaking up our CDs. They're taking our Walkman. If they caught us watching music,
absolutely
taking our TV away.
Absolutely,
you're gonna break all the rules. Okay, I'll show you.
I remember I bought the Sugar Hill Gang album, man. It was a double single on both sides, the extended version. That bad boy got smashed up like yourself. I'm a preacher's kid. Mom didn't play that. My grandmother didn't play that. I had preachers on every side of the family. Oh, you playing that devil's music?
Right.
My dad sometimes used to make
that's an instant prayer meeting. Everybody, we're gonna pray now. But it was just some music.
Just music.
My daddy, he used to take the a safety pin and used to scratch up the whole CD and then take a marker and then mark it all up at the back and then put it right back where he got it from.
It seemed like they took pleasure in doing it too. She'd be happy when I came upstairs and all my CDs was just broken with a hammer to pieces, and she used to leave the hammer there too.
Right.
So it wasn't even what? It was dang,
How do you feel about people remaking gospel music into secular music? How do you feel about that?
I think it was inevitable. It was bound to come. I think it was something that wasn't tapped into, but there's a lot of dope gospel stuff that's out there that you could take. I think for me personally, it depends on the content. I really have a problem with people doing it with bad content. Why would you take a gospel song and then make it, and you talking about drugs or domestic violence or, you know what I mean? Things like that you shouldn't be talking about, and then you want to take a gospel song. So I think it depends on the content. I actually just made a track. I found a sample from the Crowns of Glory or somebody like that. And I just made a track, and I think it's dope, but I'm going to be talking about, things that are pertinent to gospel music, not things that are not.
Right.
But that's also something that's been happening since back on the plantation days. I mean, you had the juke joints way out in the woods. You had the folks in the church. If anybody seen The Color Purple, that was some real ish. They had juke joints, and they would take Sam Cooke. As you move forward into the 50s.
Oh, that was a good
Sam Cooke, darling.
Right.
Can I just say one thing while you talk about Sam Cooke?
It was a gospel song originally. Yeah.
Watch the documentary. Oh my God, Sam Cooke's documentary is. That's all I wanted to say.
Her ADD kick.
It was good. I definitely did check that out.
Oh.
I did check that out. I'm a huge documentary guy. So there's not too many that I don't watch, especially about things that happen in our culture. I want to know. I definitely want to know. But like you said, D, they've been doing it. Gospel's been doing it, and the secular, it's been going back and forth because, I mean, it's a bunch of songs with secular undertones in them or stuff in the world. And I'm a musician too. So we used to play secular music during the service.
I was about to say that.
And
you be sitting there you be sitting there and the old folks yeah.
Right.
And I'm just in the background playing it.
Exactly.
That's Rick James.
I saw something. I heard of it. So
y'all
for real.
Couple of times.
For real. I think people.
Nobody else,
right.
but I know.
I think people are still doing the Mary J. Blige to this day. The doomt, 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 the Real Love joint. That was like when that came out, we was killing it. So,
but do you remember the Winans?
Oh,
absolutely.
Gosh, yes.
Yo, I remember being at a club in New Haven. They were playing the Winans. I mean, it was right in the mix, way before Commissioned and all the rest of them. Yo, they were playing. Or was that after? But anyways, they were playing the Winans in the club. So there's some that go back and forth. It's like there's a real thin line between soul music, like Cassie R&B. I'm like there's a thin line between soul music and gospel. Most soul artists have their, they have their. You can listen to all the ones who sang in the church. What's your girl, Jasmine Sullivan? That's church.
Yep, you already know Jazz did.
That's church. You can listen to. I can almost tell you who's Baptist, who's Pentecostal, who's this, and it's just
point.
They sing in the runs. It's like that's Pentecostal. They either Kojic, Refuge, PAW. They're one of them. But so
all of Bennett.
There's clearly a thin line. But I think at the end of the day, I think the messaging is everything.
Right.
The messaging is everything. And I'm gonna go back to what she was saying when I had to leave the studio for a second. I did get music. Soft Spoken Prophet, love his music as well, because it's value based and it's not preachy. You dig what I'm saying?
Absolutely, I do.
Not like get your life right. You need to be like me and get. It's like nah. I remember he had the one with the spinning wheels, or I forgot his first album, and I was like, I played that joint every Monday because it just resonated. Listening to the one that we just played with you, singing the hook, it resonates, man. And it's like it's the type of music you can throw in the mix. Yeah. And people say, well, why would you play gospel with all the other stuff that you play?
Right.
Because people still need to be uplifted. And that's the purpose. That's the purpose.
Absolutely.
Church, out the church. If your music has no message, I'm that dude. I'm old fashioned. If your music has no message, and I'm really not all that interested.
I don't want to hear it.
It has to speak to me.
So then
better raise me.
Question, can I do, so while we talking about that, can I do a lead in to Slow Down? Which is one of the songs you said you were digging.
Let me meet with my boss first.
Yeah.
Think he can do a lead in?
Definitely.
She said
for a small fee. No, I'm just kidding.
For small, snap. Okay.
I know. I checked the car. I didn't see my envelope outside or anything. So.
No, I wrote that song since we're in this vein right now. I kind of wrote that song because people, like we get angry sometimes, we get emotional, everything like that. And sometimes instead of doing that, we just need to slow down. Mm-hmm. Like you moving too fast, and we make a lot of mistakes, or we say a lot of things that we can't take back, and fracture a lot of relationships because we didn't just slow down. Yeah. And so I tried to write like real stuff that people are dealing with no matter what walk of life.
Yeah.
Okay, Rev.
That's
Hi,
cool.
Rev.
I like that.
All right,
Rev. All right.
This is Slow Down, y'all. 2. I've been saying your name wrong for I think I've known you about 15, 20 years now. I've been saying your name wrong the whole time.
Most people do.
She had to correct me. She says, no, it's Bulk Night.
Yeah, Bulk Night. Yep.
Yeah, Book Night.
Right? He's still saying it wrong.
I was calling you Book Night. I'm thinking
they call me Book Night. Most people call me Book Night. I'm like, okay. I mean,
But the only reason why I know how to say your name is because, like, I kind of grew up with your dad. Well, I didn't grow up with him, but like, I went to a church and he always used to like be around all the time.
You grew up under him.
Yeah.
Yep.
You said grew up with. I'm like, how old are you?
Oh no, yeah, nah, she ain't that old.
Oh, what I mean. No, I know, he don't.
Listen, y'all, this is Slow Down, my man. 2. Check it out, y'all. Dig it.
This song goes out to everybody who the devil is trying to upset. Whether it be people getting on your nerves or just him trying to make it seem like God is not going to come through with his promises. Before we get upset, we need to realize that ain't nobody mad but the devil. So you're moving too fast, just take a little time to. God got it, so here's what you gotta do. You're moving too fast, just take a little time to. God got us so yeah, slow down. The Bible said be anxious for nothing, but it seems through actions that's one of the hardest parts of salvation. Burger King mentality, we want it our way. Similar to empty hospitals, we don't have patience. God promised to bless, but we gotta wait until the promise manifests and we see it in the flesh. Now, I'm not trying to say that it doesn't get hard though, especially when we look and can't find where's Waldo. But my God is big, there is nothing that he can't do, so don't get in a rush before you slip and then fall through. The devil's traps to take us off the road to blessings we've been can only endure for a night. Stop stressing. Look to God, the author and finisher of our faith, not bound by time, so he's on time even though you feel he's late. Listen, God got our back, he will see us through, but before we let him, patience win, here's what we gotta do. You're moving too fast, just take a little time too. God got it so yeah, slow down. We're so in a rush to attain everything that God has not promised us, which symbolizes no trust. We get a bad report. Next thing you know, our faith is short and the little that we had turns to doubt. Hold up, let me change the subject. We're so quick to get upset and then wonder why our blessings haven't shown up. Impulsively making bad decisions on our own, the opposite of what Psalms 24 and 17 shows us. We can't be irrational and jump to conclusions, neither make assumptions which lead to confusion. They got on your nerves, but revenge is not the answer. We're to be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger. That's why we gotta slow down, cause every time we get heated, the devil can throw a flag making forward progress impeded. So we can't let the devil get us worked up, but when he tries, block it, cause frustration don't pay like a non-profit. You're moving too fast, just take a little time too. God got it so here's what you gotta do. You're moving too fast, just take a little time too. God got it so yeah, slow down. You're moving too fast, just take a little time too. God got it so here's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Slow down.
That's it. That's it.
Digging it.
Definitely.
All right.
That's my joint.
But
I already told you that's my joint.
From what you started saying.
Hold on, my man K Sam is listening. What's up, K Sam? Go ahead.
From what you were saying in the beginning about how we're so quick to basically speak our mind, right? That's what you were saying. We're quick to speak without stopping to think about it. Well, that's what I took from it. Something I'm working on right now. So
I mean, the joint, to be honest, it's funny. I like to songs like that, I like to know that they work. I don't just like to make them. Like, I actually like to know that they work. So I remember and we keeping it real on the D.Moss show.
Okay.
I remember my wife and I, we had got into a little situation where we didn't see eye to eye. And so I went to the car. I just made the song. I went to the car. I said, yo, I'm about to put this thing on and let's see if it works. And I actually put it on and I listened to it and I started to slow on down. And I was like, you know what? If it works for me, then hopefully it'll work for somebody else.
Absolutely.
Stress reliever. Just like what Dee was saying earlier, sometimes you just need to hear the song. You don't need nobody to say nothing to you.
Right. Just right.
And calm you down. Like, woosah.
Music speaks, as they say.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's what's up.
What is the main message in that song that one main bar that you want to get across to somebody?
Oh gosh. Probably the end. See, that song is real old, so I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember exactly what I said. But I know frustration don't pay like a nonprofit. That's what I'm trying to get.
Okay. You're lit.
Frustration don't pay like a nonprofit. No, it's no benefit in being frustrated. It's not going to work out in the end. So slow down.
That's cool.
Good stuff.
Have you ever performed any of these songs? Any of your new music that you've been releasing?
Yeah. Well, I haven't actually done. D picked a bunch of songs from my first album. So I was like, I was like, I want to talk about the new joint, but he picked a bunch of songs.
Which
My
one
bad.
you
my
want
first,
to say?
My bad.
Let's play the one
no,
you
no,
want.
no. It's not. He's got one that y'all got there called "Come to an End." That's on my last album that
Okay.
hopefully we'll play. But no, yes, I have performed a lot of the songs before live, and it's dope. It's nothing like getting the feedback from the crowd and getting a feel of the crowd. It's nothing like that.
You're right. Absolutely true.
Outside of churches, what type of venues do you perform in?
I mean, I was at something in Hartford. It was outdoors. Was that Bushnell?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Something like that. I was out there. I mean, I've done outdoor events. I mean, as long as the message is positive or the event is for a positive cause, then you gotta you everything you do can't just necessarily be right in the four walls, because who are you reaching?
Yeah.
If that's the case. So even the Bible lets us know that we got to go out to the highways and the hedges and compel. So you can't focus everything in the building, because you're never going to be able to get anybody outside of the building.
Are you spitting scripture?
I'm spitting everything, man.
No,
Whatever comes to mind, man.
that was really important what you just said. That definitely makes a lot of sense. I feel like that's something that we talked about before, about not a similar situation, but basically, how you can have certain venues that you're performing at. You see, this is why I can't be talking around him.
What the?
Certain things probably happen in that venue, like maybe there was like a shooting that happened around it or whatever. Like you can't, like, if a shooting happened there at the church like 4 weeks ago, you can't like not come to church 4 weeks later just because of a shooting. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying, like comparing it to another situation like that, like somebody tries to stay away from venues that had shootings around it. I'm like, every building.
Well, if that's the case, won't nobody be going to churches anywhere, because most churches, especially most black churches, is dead smack in the middle of the neighborhood.
Right.
And there are shootings that
Right.
take place. And
Absolutely, definitely.
That means people won't, in the most fragile population, our seniors are like packing churches on Sundays, Monday, Wednesday's Bible class, whatever it goes. But they go back. So it's like,
right.
Yeah, I'm supporting you.
We out here then. See?
Yo, I'm loving this interview too, by the way, man. I've done a few interviews, but I'm really loving this one. Just want to let y'all know.
Yay.
Yo, that's what's up. We appreciate that.
Then.
We appreciate
yes,
that.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
and ma'am.
You got the ma'am.
What? Wait, what? What just happened?
He said, sir, and then he said, and ma'am.
You called me ma'am?
Miss.
I think it's Ms.
Yeah, I think he was calling me Miss, and I'm like, I'm not even 30 yet. And people call
me what? I'm sorry.
And all of the above? No.
Please forgive me.
Fine. I'm just playing.
For everybody in our listening audience, this is 90.7 WTCC FM. You're listening to Monday Night Live with D.Moss and NBS Malay. We have our guest with us. His name, gospel hip hop artist 2B. Did I get it right?
That's how you did. After the her.
No, that's because I'm
after the her you did. Like it was.
I
almost messed her name.
My name up.
I messed her name up. She only been on the air with me for about 4 months, and I'm still messing up her name.
It's only been 4 months since like last October.
Oh, 6 months, something like that. But anyways, we're on with gospel hip hop artist 2B, broadcasting live remotely from the campus of Springfield Technical Community College.
Ooh.
So,
yes.
Tell people how they can reach you, man. If they want to follow you, if people are digging your music, where they can go to purchase your music. Let's talk about all that.
So, my music is available on anywhere that music is able to be streamed.
Say that.
You can purchase that anywhere. Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, anywhere is there. You just look up 2B, and then all the albums or EPs should come up. For those that don't want to support but want to listen, you can go to YouTube because it's on there as well.
Real.
I'm just saying, because you got everybody don't want to support it. They want to listen.
You right? At least give you the view.
Cats be like, yo, man, I'm digging music. I don't want to buy it, but I want to listen to it. It's like,
I want to listen to it, but I don't want to buy it. So if that's the case,
from YouTube, man, just listen to it. Shoot.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So if you want to, you know what I mean, if you want to go on there, you can check it out at YouTube as well. Instagram is to be the artist. To be the artist. If you want to follow me on Instagram, on Facebook is just
to be. That's TUUB, correct?
Yup. TUUB, the artist.
We got it.
Oh, I found
Y'all can find me on there.
Here we go.
Although I'm not a real big social media guy, but I'm you follow me, I'll follow back. I'll be on it. I got you.
Well, I followed, so.
Shout out to my man Finesse.
There it is.
Yep.
Hey.
That's what's up.
That's cool.
Yep.
So let's get this.
So everybody holler at me, check the music, please.
What do you want to say about the next song that you want to play before we play it?
Okay, so this song, Come to an End, is on my latest project that I just released in August. It's featuring my homegirl, Love Marie, out of Chicago. And locally, my man T Swan, who's a beast. I mean, that dude he's doing big things. So
I have an issue with Mr. T Swan, though.
What is that issue?
I've been attempting to get music from Mr. T Swan for about 6 or 7 years. I still have his very first album and nothing after. I'm like, dude, all I want to do is play your music, bro. So if you're listening to T Swan, you know I'm keeping the pressure on, man. I'm gonna keep coming at you till I give you some new music.
Pressure.
So we all have that issue with T Swan, though.
Pressure.
Like we all have that issue because even though he did the record.
But my name is not We All.
Touche. Even though T did the record, I was nervous. I was nervous, like, ugh. But he came through in the clutch. So me and T Swan did this song, Come to an End. Basically, it's almost like No Love. It's just talking about our relationship is coming to an end. I'm not trying to sin. I'm not trying to do that. So the relationship we had is over. It's come to an end.
We just had that conversation. Remember what happens if you meet somebody in church? Things.
Oh, we did just talk about that.
Y'all need to go back into that before I get off. But anyway,
we did just talk about that last week. Okay, all right.
Y'all gotta get back into that, yo. But no,
at that time, I think he left before we started talking about that.
No, he had some comments up in there.
I
had some comments, but I got some stuff. Yeah, y'all need to before I go. But anyway,
my memory then. All right, go ahead.
It's called Come to an End. Y'all check it out. Let me know what you think.
Here it is, y'all. Wait a minute. Yo, listen to all of our viewers and listeners. I just got a new computer, and my son built it for me. So I'm sitting so fast right now. I can't keep up with the mouse. So here we go.
You heard that? That sounded like an old person.
It is, man. Like a credit card.
Devil, I ain't want you no more. I had to let you go. Teddy Pendergrass, another love TKO. We were together, can't lie, that was the truth. But since then, things fell apart like they were the roots. You could say I played a slave like LeVar in Roots or Mackay in 8 Mile. I was playing the role of proof that you could convince me to do anything, which in essence made me married to sin without any ring. Fast forward, I got saved, but didn't fully get delivered. Guess you had a hold on me, you were onyx sticky fingers. I was a fool, you just wanted me in the flames. Wanted to take my spot like Flash, try with Eddie Kane. But you will never be me, nor can you have my life. And you're on the way to hell, good luck with the afterlife. You said it did some hurtful things, but bygones are bygones. Cause soon the only thing you'll be spitting is fire, die line.
Used to be you and me, now I don't want you no more. You can never see your wrongs, but you don't wanna let me go. We used to be thick as thieves, now I don't wanna be with you another day. See your way out, cause we've come to
I had to let you go. You was no good for me. You had me stuck in a place where I knew I shouldn't be. It was a bad habit. Every day I thought I had to have it. I used to front about it, looking back at it. I wasn't at it. Now I need to relax. Every time I tried to leave, something was bringing me back. The train of thought you had me in would lead me off track, as if I really need a reason to slack. Nah. So now I think I'm better off without you. I don't wanna be around you or even think about you. Just a waste of my time and my resources. Now I'm moving forward, getting priorities ordered. You just another trick of the enemy. I can no longer give you my energy. I don't even want you in my vicinity. Now you just a distant memory. Yeah.
Used to be you and me. Now I don't want you no more. You can never see your wrongs, but you don't wanna let me go. We used to be thick as thieves. Now I don't wanna be with you another day. See your way out, cause we've come to an end.
Swift.
Pack your bags.
That was cool. I liked it.
Walk away, devil.
Walk away, devil. Pack your bags and walk away. Cool.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, we kind of add our own touch to everybody's music around here.
You good, man. Y'all call it whatever y'all want, man.
Cause we feel safe.
When we're with you. Man, I gotta say thank you. It's this interview has been a long time in the making. I think we started talking about it a couple of months ago. It finally happened.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's definitely a good vibe, man. I'm digging it.
Yes.
So
Appreciate it.
off the music topic for a second. I know you was tuning in last week. And I know you look like your your fingers were on fire. Like if I was in the studio tonight, man, these are some of the things I'd be saying.
Oh yeah, he went off.
You was like, I was reading in between the lines in everything in your like 3 or 4 comments. I was like, oh yeah. I said he got something to say. My man Rob was like, bruh, y'all know y'all was about to get me started. Once I started, I wasn't gonna stop. I'm like, yeah, I know. So I seen you on there.
Shout out to Mayfield.
Right, Rob.
Big Daddy Mayfield, y'all.
Goodness.
Hold up. My man K Sam said he's still waiting for that collab. I'm gonna sip my Kool-Aid.
Oh Lord, tell him I'm gonna hit him tomorrow. I'm gonna hit him. If you watching, I'm gonna hit you tomorrow, K Sam.
Yo, listen, I did a collab with K Sam on Freedom. That's probably one of my favorite songs, man. That's one of my favorite joints. That dude is a monster. I had so much fun. Them cats pushed me to like, I've been spitting my poetry for like, I don't know how many years. But them cats were like, nah, come harder. Nah, get right. I'm like, okay, all right. I'll push it. You
okay.
Get with them, man. I think that'd be a dope collab.
K-Sam, that's definitely happening. That's a fact. And actually, you're right, D. Shout out to you all the way back at the Dunamis Cafe. I don't know if there's any listeners on that remember the Dunamis or whatever, but shout out. It was a little joint on State Street called the Dunamis Cafe that D used to have us come in there. We was on our Love Jones joint. And D used to have us come in there before we was rapping like that. We used to do our little spoken word, you know what I mean? Try to get the ladies or whatever. So shout out to D.Moss on that.
Thank you, bro. God. Like, yo, Dunamis kickstarted quite a few cats. Oh, my man KJ is like, KJ's in the house. What's good, KJ? That's my little brother.
Word. What up, KJ? Shout out to KJ. Hey. Another killer.
He used to be up in there too. Oh, yeah. KJ, yo, he's one of my favorite rappers, hands down. I've been telling him that for years. I'm just like,
boy, he's killing. He's killing.
He can't even walk through. If I'm hosting a venue, he can't walk through the door without me saying, yo, man, I need you to spit a little, son.
For real.
Get him a bar stool, let him sit down and just go ill. He's a monster, man. And you know what's so dope? I think we talk about it all the time. Here in this 413 area, there's so much talent. I'm telling you, verse for verse, bar for bar, lyric for lyric.
That's true that.
I'll put anybody in the 413 up against anybody in any part of the country.
That's true. That's
any part of the
absolutely
country.
true.
Like, bring
Because
it
it
and
be
feel
lit
confident.
like that.
If I was a gambling man,
Facts.
I'm too cheap for that. If I was a gambler and I'm too cheap, I'd be putting mad money on it. Like, yo, bring
He
it.
made sure
I'd
he
be
added
like,
the
bring
and
it.
I'm cheap, just in case somebody
You
else is
gotta put
watching.
it in there though, just in case somebody be like, somebody on the line, like, yo, I got some dude in Cali. Like, yeah, you gotta put that in there. But no, it's facts though.
If you got
Absolutely.
somebody in Cali, Atlanta, New Orleans, it don't matter. Bring it. We'll get I'll put you side by side screen, and let you go at it with somebody from the 413. You want to sing? I got somebody who sings. You want to rap? We got rappers.
But don't
It's all
forget,
here.
Yo,
don't forget he
Musicians,
ain't got the money for that. So don't forget that part.
musicians, everything. It's all
It's
here.
already
We
enough.
got everything here in the 413.
we got it. You
Top
know,
notch.
Yes.
You want jazz, gospel, blues. So, you want to produce a beat? Somebody called Jerome and Trevor. Just saying.
Right.
It's like there's just so many cats you can call.
Absolutely.
That's true.
So, I mean, you included. My man Aaron is like Soft Spoken Prophet is just.
We are exactly. Shout out to the 413, man. We are definitely out here with an over an abundance of talents. It's just a matter of time before the world knows that. Springfield knows that, but it's a matter of time before the world knows.
Jazara, she's a monster, digging the music. So it's like, and then even my co-host, I don't like to big her up, but the girl can sing.
Did hear her last week though.
Oh, the girl can sing.
I heard last week. I heard.
Poem. When you gonna spit a poem? I'm not spitting a poem, so I'm listening to you sing. So I mean, really, we 413
because
man,
you can mix your poetry.
We out here.
Do it.
So I say make it happen. Got my man K Sam.
You see Tubi over here rapping and singing at the same time.
Hold up! Don't put a drum set. He didn't mention that.
I'm trying to be like Tubi.
Throw a drum set in front of him.
Oh,
wow!
You're a drummer, Tubi.
They say I used to be. They say
used to be a used to.
I still do a little something.
I'll put you down from the drum kit. You know it's on. Yeah. Hold on a second. Look, I didn't see.
Oh man.
So that's what's up. So man, I want to thank you so much for coming on, man. I definitely enjoyed this.
Yes, thank you.
Any new music you get, we definitely gonna include you in the playlist and just keep it mixed right in with everybody else's, because we got to, we're not supporting each other, then who's gonna support us? And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. I think throughout my entire time on 90.7, I've always made sure that we play local music, give people an opportunity to come on and showcase what they got. Again, if we don't support us, who's gonna support us, man?
That's true. That's facts.
If Master P can do it with New Orleans, man, we can push Springfield out there a whole heck of a lot, man. Just get our music out there, regardless of the genre. Just get out, because we make good music. Take away the
two things though, D. Y'all still ain't talked about the other joint from last week.
Which one is that?
I was wondering how come he didn't bring it back.
Yeah, I'm like about all them situations from last week. That was some good stuff.
And you set the combo off then, Tubi.
If you want,
if you
want, the floor is open.
Set it off, man.
See, it was some things being said last week, and I was like, I actually wish that I was there, because I think that it's a lot of people struggling with being in the church and not finding what they're looking for, and then looking outside of the church. It's a lot of people that's struggling with that, because you have people inside of the church that's like, yo, you're not supposed to be doing that, because as I believe D say, a lot of people call that being unequally yoked. So you have a lot of people that's saying don't do that, but then you have a lot of people, women especially, that's saying, well, I'm tired of waiting. So then they're saying I'm tired of waiting, and in saying I'm tired of waiting, then I feel like I've seen a lot of them that are kind of like, well, he don't go to church even though I go to church, but he used to. Like when he was like 7, he went, so that counts. And then they, you know what I mean? And they get in these relationships. So I feel like it's when y'all were talking last week, I was like, man, y'all touching on a lot of touchy subjects in terms of being in the church and not, and should you be together or shouldn't. Y'all touching on some good stuff.
Right. And I mean, and it's one of those things that never go away, as long as you have people who are embedded in the church, and folks who just like, yeah, I got my own life, I'm not trying to live that way. It's gonna happen.
Right.
And I think Mayfield mentioned it unequally yoked, so I just kind of chimed in on it. But at the same time,
Okay.
I talked about my parents being married for 52 long years. One diehard fire brimstone, backstreets Pentecostal, and the other one Southern Baptist. Two totally different cultures, two different, very dissimilar doctrines, different types of lifestyles, but they raised, 7 beautiful kids, and they, phenomenal marriage. Every anniversary was a blessing. So can it happen? Oh, absolutely. I think, but you have to know exactly, how can I say this? You got to know where the commonality is at. And if you have commonality, if you both believe in God and you both have a strong spiritual relationship, and I think that's critical. Sometimes we get lost in doctrine and we forget about the spiritual essence and aspect of who and what we are. We forget about that. Why? I think I just lost my camera. But can you hear me?
You did.
Okay. Man, what is going on? I don't know what's going on, but we'll get our camera back somehow. But yeah, I think sometimes we get lost in all that, and it's like it's one of them things that we always have to keep in context, because although we may not, go to church together. Live, we on with my man 2V, and camera froze for a second, but we back and we good.
Hey.
So we in there. So did you hear what I was saying?
I heard some of it, but it kind of froze, and I was sitting there like, do I talk or do I?
You
I felt
should
like
just
they like,
talk.
it's 2B, we out here, stick radio, but I was like, so I'm looking like I don't know what I do from here.
You the whole time you were just like this, like frozen. You were like,
literally, I'm just looking like I don't know. I'm thinking in my mind like, I don't know if I should say something right now.
What I was saying
But,
was, sometimes we get so caught up in doctrine that we forget about spirituality and that common belief in God. I think as long as you understand that there's one creator, and value sets and values being a core part of a family foundation, I think that's what's critical. And sometimes we forget about all that. We get caught up. But go ahead.
Nah, man, I definitely, hear what you're saying on top of that. I feel like, as I said last week, you can do it, but the odds on it working, you're gonna have a way harder time dealing with someone who doesn't believe like what you believe. Some people, as I think you said last week about the political, like some people take politics to that level where they refuse to be with a Republican if they're a Democrat.
Right.
Like it's just it's not getting ready to happen. And you can try to make it work. Like you could be like, oh, you know what? But I love this about her and I love that about her. But at the end of the day, that's a huge issue. And I think in terms of the church or religion or denominational practices and things like that, it's harder when you go out and when you're trying to do something, especially the church, and also depending on what church you go to, because some churches are more loose with their doctrine.
Yeah.
Others are more strict. So if you at one of the more strict ones and you trying to step out or whatever, and then now you trying to convert somebody, you don't know if they are in it because of you. Huh?
I said my mama's church was real strict.
They were exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like
strict. Like
now
skirts with sweat socks type strict.
Oh,
no makeup, no earrings, couldn't even wear brooches. The guys, I mean, same thing. It was like It was that kind of strict. So I dig where you're coming from. I think
Yep.
different, and I'm gonna disagree just a little bit. I think, and I can only base it on my experience and some of the relationships that I've seen. My uncles, like all my aunts were like super religious. My uncles lived their own life. The difference is they didn't really subscribe to any particular church doctrine or anything. So, but they supported their wives 100%.
Okay.
It's different if, you know, I go to a Catholic church and she go to a Pentecostal church, or we're gonna have some problems. Or if I'm Jewish and she's Baptist, or I think, and she's going to one church service, or I'm going to the hall, that would have some complications. No disrespect to anybody who's Jehovah's Witness. I dated a girl who was Jehovah's Witness for about 5-6 years. It was fun. You want to talk about difference in belief systems?
Right.
But the belief systems were completely different. So something like that is kind of like, how do you make that work in one household? And especially when kids come into the picture and you're saying, well, I'm Baptist. I want my kids to be Baptist.
Oh my goodness. Saying, that would be so tough.
I'm Kojic.
Exactly.
What does that mean? Well, my kids are going to be raised Kojic. What do you mean? But I'm back, you know. So those types of things. My dad, he was one of them cats. He didn't care. He was just like, look, your mama said you going to church, you going to church. That was it. In the day, he made the law, he enforced it.
That's all it is to it.
And that's how it worked. But if you have two individuals who have two very strong but different shut up, Gary. Gary Smith. Oh, different what's up, bro? But if you have two very different religious ideologies, man. That's gonna be different.
I agree wholeheartely with that, and yeah, I agree wholeheartedly with that. I also think though that what I'm seeing, because I've been doing some seminars for some reason, like people have me doing these seminars and stuff. No. I've been on these panels or whatever, and being on these panels, then it's been like, and not even that. I've seen a lot of people like get married or be in the church hardcore heavy, go out, get somebody that is, you know, not doing what they do, and then they wind up leaving. So,
what's up, Jordan?
Correct.
Okay.
Backsliding.
I've seen them. You know what I'm saying? They wind up like leaving. They wind up leaving because the way I was taught.
Word out like that.
Huh?
How you leave that word out like that? You know you want to say it. Backsliding. Go ahead. Just say it. Go ahead and just say it.
You done took it. Y'all bringing up all the old school church words that the backslider.
I mean, what's the new word for it?
That's how you
ain't never gonna be one. Ain't never gonna be no new word for backsliding.
Make it backsliding because you gotta let them know. Okay,
that's a whole nother conversation.
That's how you know. That's how you know who ain't been to church in a while.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
that's a whole other conversation.
The word today for it, if all right, if a person ain't go to church for a while, what will be the word for it today? He just said it. There ain't no other word, but it's backsliding. What? Leave what he said. That's older than backsliding.
Oh, yeah, you took it all the way to heathen.
A heathen. Okay, sorry. I interrupted you. Go ahead. My bad. They end up leaving.
Shout out to my brother Vincent. What's good? Gary Smith. What's happening? Jordan Malone. What's going on? Finesse Savage. Enjoy your evening, brother.
They end up backsliding. Continue.
I mean, the whole back. I guess you could say it's a backslider or whatever. But I've just seen. I know of a lot of women who have. You can look at it more than one way, and again, it depends on what church you go to. And yeah, I do too, Daryl. There's a bunch of dope people on here. Shout out to Daryl Denson, who was one of them people, and Gary Smith, who was also another one.
Gary
but
the slide off.
The slide off. I mean, that does sound better than. All right, we gotta stop interrupting too. Go ahead, too.
Nah, you good. The slide off, backside, whatever.
I like the slide off. That was cool.
The slide off is cool. We bringing it 2021. The slide off. But I mean, I know of I guess it just depends on what your relationship is with, what you want to do. Obviously, again, it can work. Should you do it? I don't think people should necessarily do it, unless you just really having some faith. But I think that people, you know what I mean? If you rocking with God or whatever, you going to church heavy and you saying you saved, especially if, hold on, we're going to bring up another church word here, especially if you got the Holy Ghost. We're going to bring that into it.
Okay.
Then, you know what I mean? Then it's a sticky situation for you to go and then meet somebody, go and meet somebody at anywhere.
Yeah,
at a club, let's say.
You was gonna say the club. Go ahead.
Well, you shouldn't necessarily be there anyway. If that's the case, if we just keeping it all the way, you know what I mean? You really shouldn't be there. What you at the club for? I'm just
birds of a feather gotta flock together. We get it.
Sometimes what church you go to, the club might have better music, might have a better. There are a lot of churches. Just keep it 100. Keep it 100. There are some churches that have maybe 200 members and 190 of them are women. So where do they go? Where do they go? If you go to another church, then they're telling you your church bouncing, whatever it is. I forgot there was a term my mom's to them.
Church hopping.
Yeah, then
church hopping.
I haven't heard that one.
That pastor's calling your pastor. So it all depends on. It depends.
They do that.
Oh yeah, they do that.
Yeah, they do that. Oh yeah,
wow.
They definitely do that. You can't just. You can't.
It's like an interview. What?
Sister Cheryl. That's one of your.
Why they do that?
She's been coming to my church. Oh yeah. I mean, depends on the church and the relationships, man. Hey, what's up, Dr. Martin?
That's like breaking a doctor code. That's violating HIPAA.
Listen, that's like if you go to one of them old school churches and the pastor get up there and all of a sudden they decide they're going to school you on what you've been doing wrong in front of the whole congregation. I
remember those days.
There are no codes of silence.
Yeah, that used to happen.
Listen, let me tell you. Can I tell y'all just one thing while we bring this up? So my grandfather, before he passed away, he was the preacher, whatever. So listen, one time he made me, because I didn't let my mom do my hair, he made me take my hat off in front of the whole church. Just so he could tell me, if you're not gonna let your mom do it or nobody else do it, you better learn how to do it yourself. I could not believe they used to call them beatings. You got beat in front of the whole church, chastised. Look at you already know. This is it. Oh my God, this is amazing.
I know about all that stuff, man. Sitting folks down and all that, like.
It's like, I know.
All that stuff, you know what I mean? All of that is taboo, man. But thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for letting me hop in on that. I really wanted to last week when it was really hot and popping, but thank y'all. I definitely.
Next time you need to just call the number, like, I'm calling. I'm calling. We're gonna answer the phone lines. So.
I'm about to. I promise you.
For any of the folks,
don't forget.
For any of the folks who catch us on Facebook, if there's a topic and you feel like you really itching to say something, we'll post a number or just inbox or just leave a message. Can you send me an invite to join the conversation? We have no problems doing that because these are community conversations, not personal ones. So we tell people jump on if you got something to say. Speak your piece. You never know who may be. And sometimes you thinking that you're speaking for yourself and. Who knows? The way things work is somebody may need to hear what you have to say.
Exactly.
D, can I say real quick though? You did something that I want to be a part of. Hopefully you'll do it again once all the COVID stuff, lifts or whatever. You did a Love Jones joint where people watched it and then they discussed it afterwards.
Oh yeah. We did do that.
I need you to do that again, and I need to be in that discussion, man, because it's some questions I got.
Done. Once this COVID pops over, man, listen. Once we move past this pandemic and we're back to the point where everything's on green again, absolutely, be more than happy to.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Definitely, man.
It's almost
so. Time. All right, Tubi, tell everybody one more time name of your project, where they can access it, how they can reach you, all that good stuff.
All right, so right now out is my latest album, Testimony Service Volume 1. It's available on anywhere where you can stream music. So please go by and support that. And again, for all of those that don't want to, but you want to listen, you can go to YouTube. It's on there as well, and check it out. And then I have another project, an EP coming out on the 23rd of this month called Sound the Alarm. So it'd be Say Word, which is one of the songs that they played, is on there, followed by my follow-up album to this one, Testimony Service Volume 1. Testimony Service Volume 2 will be out before the end of the year. So please, ma'am, please, sir, holla at me.
That's what's up. Oh, hold up. You said Testimony Service? What's the name of the project again?
Testimony Service Volume 1 is out.
Do they still have testimony service in church? It's been a while, man.
Oh, wow.
Real talk. My church still has testimony service.
They got to.
Not a lot of churches that I know of still have testimony service, but mine does.
And before you leave, I went to church with a friend. They did this praise and worship thing, and I don't know, no disrespect to anybody at their church. I just wasn't feeling it. I was just like this. I'm used to the old folks getting up, people with testimonies, and people break out with a song from the back of the church. I'm used to the old school testimony. I've been around for a long time.
Me too. I'm used to the old school one too.
Me too.
I have visited other churches and experienced the praise and worship too, aside from the testimony, like what I'm used to. And you know what? I actually like the praise and worship too.
Okay. I can only speak for
but
me.
I like the testimony sometimes.
I can only speak for me.
It's everybody got their thing. Everybody got their thing. But growing up in the church, though, some of your funniest moments came from watching testimony service. Some of your best impressions came from watching testimony. You could literally impersonate people when they got up to testify. I'm just saying.
I had to hold back.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
One of these Mondays, we're gonna have a conversation about testimony service.
Get at me.
Well,
I'm gonna stay quiet and watch y'all do it, okay? Because I got like so many in my head right now.
What Gary said, musicians, we used to have more playing time. Now it's like 2 songs, testimonies brought on another song. Yo, absolutely. Musicians.
But, and to Gary's point, you really, as a musician, learning how to play. That's how you really learn how to play, because they was gonna sing Power Lord for like a good hour. They were just gonna be Power Lord, Power Lord, Power Lord. They was gonna be right there.
You call it tarrying. What do you call it?
Well, I mean, they used to do that for tarrying service too, but it would go on so long. You'd be learning how to play with one hand and doing. It was for real.
Yeah, you see me, I wasn't playing instruments. I was just learning different shouts. So you know, we're watching everybody go to the front with all the dances and everything, and we're just everybody like, oh my God.
Yeah, crazy, man. I love it, man. I thank y'all so much.
All right, bro.
Well, we saw wigs coming off, people falling on the floor. All right, go ahead.
Take it then. Don't talk about Sister Johnson. With the
you saw you had a fierce to get up, like.
Yo, man.
Real talk. I'm out after this, D. But I'm in a video that went viral where somebody was shouting, and one of the pastors around here. It's a viral video. They were shouting, and the wig flew off, and they took the wig and caught it and put it back on their head in the midst of the. That's real talk, y'all. I'm literally in a video. It went viral. I'm playing the drums in that video. That's real talk.
Send it to us as soon as you exit.
I'm gonna try to find it and see if I can shoot that to y'all.
Right now, so like, I am gonna pass out.
Shout out to all the church musicians. I'm telling you, as a poet, I love my jazz musicians and all the other cats, but I tell you, if any good poet, if you rocking with a band, you only want to rock with church musicians.
We're versatile. We can do it all.
Because, you know, in your poems, you do robotics. Sometimes it's fast, then it slows down, then it speeds up. And only the church musicians, they're just like, everywhere you go,
they got like, the air for it.
Exactly.
It's like
the air, like
only rocking
exactly.
Church musicians, man. I tell like cats like, well, who your musicians you got coming? Oh, they are church musicians. We good. I'm like, yeah, we good, bro. We good.
Good. Exactly.
They sneaking out for the night. We got this. So
and it's a lot of and again, it's so many dope ones here. I mean, so many dope ones here, and that's that.
That's it.
This is it.
So, bro, I want to say thank you. Thank you, and thank you, man. Make sure y'all follow too. BTUU space B. He's a gospel hip hop artist. He's just he's a dope artist, y'all. A dope individual, man. So shout him out, support him, support his music. Let's keep his music coming.
Appreciate y'all.
It's really vibrant and it's inspirational, man. So thank you so much, bro.
Thank you too.
Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for having me, and I hope to do it again soon, someday.
Yes, you will.
You definitely will. We'll bring you back.
Word, dude. All right. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
All right, bro. This
Later.
is 90.7 WTCC FM. My name is D.Moss, and that is
MBS Malay.
Shout out to everybody on the sidelines. If you got new music, matter of fact, I think I want to play some. Music. But talk about what's coming up on the third Saturday down at Level 5.
We're gonna have a contest.
You're just.
I forgot for a second. I was like,
for anybody, if you're a musician, comedian, poet, singer, rapper, doesn't matter. Come on down to Level 5. The
Come on down.
It's the first Friday of every month, the third Saturday of every month. And the mic is open. Do what you like. For the third Saturday of every month, there's a $100 prize for the best performer of the night.
That's on the 20th.
By the Metro Record newspaper. So come on down, do your thing, and have some fun. Also on the third Saturday at the Wellness Breezeway Wellness. That's what it is. On 1365 Page Boulevard.
Yes.
We'll be there with
What?
I just went blank, right?
I don't know.
Silhouette. What's it called?
That's gonna be the Silhouette one?
Yeah.
I thought that one was the Hush one.
No, that's next month, man. So Silhouette is the third Saturday of this month. For all the newbies who are afraid to get on a microphone and spit in front of an audience or perform in front of an audience, the curtain will be up. All they'll see is your silhouette. You can read your favorite poem, an essay, a passage out of your book. You can sing, you can rap. Doesn't matter what you do. You can, act. It doesn't matter. You'll be behind the curtain. It's gonna be dope. So for all the newbies and the folks who really want to see the Silhouette joint, come on down to the Breezeway. For everybody who want to rock and take it next level, take it on down to Level 5, and let's get it on.
Yes.
Let's get it on.
It's gonna be lit.
So with that being said, we got we got a lot of music we want to play. Let's see what we want to play. I want to play this K-Sam joint. It's called Unconditional.
Okay.
All right, y'all. This is my man K-Sam. I love this song. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you, the first time I played it, it hadn't even been released yet. He just sent it to me to listen to, and I got it right on the air. Man, people gonna stop sending me music. Oh well, my apologies, K-Sam. I love you. Here it is, y'all. Unconditional. It's been released. I love this joint. Actually, I think this is the original one. So it's been remixed, but dig it.
Dig it.
No, I'm not perfect, no. I made my mistakes, but all I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional. I don't deserve it, no, but it would be worth it all. All I want is love unconditional.
That's all.
Love unconditional.
Hey, you know that old saying, finding love in wrong places. Well, I was scarred real deeply by these two-faced it. So-called friends in the end left me fat-faced it on the pavement, looking at rock bottom. I couldn't shake it. I know I did wrong in the past. See, I ain't perfect. Circumstances trying to vibrate the unworthy. Actions of hurting people. See, unintentionally conscious to hear my God's voice, knowing He ain't proud of me. So I check myself in the mirror, cause it starts with me. Remove myself from that false love surrounding me. You lost that company that you keep. That's what my mom's told me. But I was hard-handed, so God knew He had to hold me. Console me through the disappointment, people's phony love, until I understand the depths about His real love. No judging, just accept it in His house with faults and all. See, I found what I was looking for. It wasn't none of y'all.
Made my mistakes, but all I want is love unconditional.
love unconditional. I don't deserve it, no, but it would be worth it all. All I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional.
Hey, it's hard enough trying to find love in this crazy world. I mean that pure innocent love between boy and girl. Trying to find it as adult, it gets crazier. After a while, seeing they problems, they more insane than yours. You keep it pressing cause your spirit's not equally yoked. Growing up in the church, I kept that mental note. Relationship after relationship, see something's missing. That's what moms told me is dead, son, if God ain't in it. So I rearranged some things with a different approach. And let him lead me to that seed, that's for me, he wrote. And don't be looking for him matches when he feel I'm ready. Just you keep the faith and out of nowhere see your soulmate. Check the setting. I was walking and she was driving home. She almost hit me, I'm just joking, not for real though. And conversating for a minute, we've been together since. Married 4 years, and I tell you this love is heaven sent.
4 children later when you get with them truck, a big truck.
I did not.
She did.
I did not. If I would have hit you with the truck, I would have been planning a funeral, not a wedding.
Unconditional.
We talking all night though.
Unconditional.
I love you, sweetie.
I love you too.
No, I'm not perfect, no. Made my mistakes, no. But all I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional. I don't deserve it, no. But it would be worth it all. All I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I've been thinking maybe things were never.
Here's a poem for all the hopeless romantics who continue to stick around regardless of the constant antics. There's love in every move we make. Our realness overpowers is mostly fake. We can always reach out for help, but we can only save ourselves, right?
I gave you my mind, I gave you my time, and I never had no questions. Was here for the ride, even if I had to hide. Never found that I learned my lesson. Yeah. I took what you gave, changed what you said you hate, and I ain't have to hit no big gun. You didn't need no one, you had me for yourself. Work it out with me, babe, why you needing someone else?
I got what you want, but still it's me that you deny. Every time I give you all of me, I gotta say goodbye. And I'm like,
why, oh why I gotta say goodbye? I give you all my love so much it forces me to cry. And I'm like, why, oh why I gotta say goodbye? Goodbye, why I gotta say goodbye? And I'm like, why, oh why I gotta say goodbye? Is your lies making me goodbye, babe? Never said you asked, but you still received. Never heard thee complaining. Yeah. What's your request? Bet you that I didn't notice my love rain. Yeah. I gave you my love, it wasn't enough. What else is left to be saying? You didn't need no one, you had me for yourself. Work it out with me, babe, why you needing someone else?
I got what you want, but still it's me that you deny. Every time I give you all of me, I gotta say goodbye. And I'm like,
why, oh why I gotta say goodbye? I give you all my love so much it forces me to cry, and I'm like, why, oh why I gotta say goodbye, 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 why I gotta say goodbye, and I'm like, why, oh why I gotta say goodbye? It's your lies making me goodbye, babe. You didn't need no one, you had me for yourself. Oh, babe, work it out with me. I promise you don't need nobody but me. Oh, 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 goodbye.
My girl, Maddie Kingori. In the house, y'all. Hey, girl. Background sounds of NBS Malay, Making Me Goodbye. Yo, let's work with me to turn that joint into a number one best hit. That makes sense, a number one best hit? Yeah. Just make it a number one hit. Yeah, yes. So call every radio station and tell them to play that along with Unconditional. And yo, man, matter of fact, yo, I'm going to play this joint right here by my man Orange out of Providence. Let's get it. Next, I'm gonna play that joint with man Bowers and Gary Smith. Let's get that up and popping, y'all.
Okay.
Orange plasmatic flames rise above all else. Consuming as is the most beautiful sight above all else, to the dawning of the sun, to the rising of the morning, to the burning of all things burning. Orange will rise. Camouflage in the wilderness, life depends on it. To the deepest depths of darkness, accompanied by orange. And the tigers you cause appear in orange shows no fear. Juices flow and some bathe back where they quit his might. Only in warm weather can an orange tree grow. Orange seeds that spit, seeds that spin, seeds that bleed my heart. Orange. And until the orange is recognized, I will keep wearing the brightly colored colors to the love song, say notes in my favorite color. Orange to you, I dedicate this poem too. Orange, I'll admit, I'm just a little bit tiny, obsessed with you because sometimes I bear the weight of 1,000 futures in one morning, or simply the weight of my sun on my chest. I get up and get ready to face hatred and racism, breath to breath, face to face, and I say love will prevail as I prepare to meet the sun halfway and become half a shine whenever it's ready to go. I know my black past had nothing but whips and chains, ghettos and urban things, but all that black repression with resiliency in my genes. Caging tigers built an instinct to survive. I repeatedly prayed to make it through the day until God began to answer back, and I became a symbol of hope and inspiration of words for all those who asked me, what is my favorite color? Orange. And I say to myself, this is where orange meets black excellence. This is where my past chains can't obtain this black body today. Privilege permits to carry and conceal ignorance. View my skin as weapon. My words just shoot off at the mouth. With justice, we'll have to learn how to fly, cause I leave it up to God. We are supposed to compete, but see the human beside us. We are supposed to love deeper than the division between us. But this ignorance started ages ago, before I knew what a thought was, before the sun could reset, sunset on rewriting history. Pirate crack junkies, ape monkeys, hoodlums, and ghetto superstars with other name given to us, but not known by us. We be kings, princes, guards of our sectors, protectors of our brothers and sisters. We all want to see the orange sunset on a better day at the end of the day. And that's why in 1990, my mother faced uncertainty. Me and my twin faced death, breath to breath, face to face. And I stand before you today because God brought forth two miracles. And I can stand before you today and say, you are the ink. Let your voice be heard. And I am Mr. Orange Live. Welcome to life.
90.7 WTCC FM. That's my man Orange out of Providence, man.
That was dope.
Yeah, that was real dope. We definitely got to get him up here at some point, man.
That was really dope.
Without a doubt. Yeah, this is I'm telling you, some dope music, man. That's dope. All I got to say. But you know, I got to play my joint. I can't find the clean version, so I'm gonna get in trouble, right?
Oh,
I'm gonna blame you though.
I almost said F it.
But first, I gotta play "Love Tonight." BJ Bowers featuring my man Skillet, everybody's favorite drummer. Here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, boom, boom.
All night, all night, yeah, all night, all night. Can we make love tonight? Can we make sweet love tonight? Can we do it all night? I wanna love you. Can we do it all night? Tonight, can we make love tonight? Tonight, can we make love tonight? So girl, I want you want me to dose. If you put it on, let you stay into the moment. What makes your big head so hard? Girl, don't it go on. They straight from California. Go ahead, pull me up. I'm so you making love. I'm on all the but you got that potent stuff, yeah. Hold me a cup, couple your love, yeah. I'll do whatever to get next to you, girl. I swear that big, I'm so soft. I get mine, then I doze off. When we make love tonight, assume the position, don't talk. Can we make love tonight? Can we make sweet love tonight? Can we do it all night? I wanna love you. Can we do it all night? Can we? Can we make love tonight? Can we make love tonight? What's up with them out too? I started without you. I can't wait no longer. You just in time for a keep it up till I'm deep enough. Get us heating up. Can you keep it up? Got me feeling good. You my favorite drug. I ain't leaving her till I've had enough. Come and toot it up. Get your booty rub. I swear that I'm so I get one of those up when we make love tonight. Assume the position, babe. Don't say no. Can we make love tonight? Can we make sweet love tonight? All night. I wanna love you. Can we do it all night? Say we can. Can we make love tonight? No, it ain't nothing I won't do. I want you. I want you. I want you. So what's up? Can we do it all night? All night. All night. Can we do it all night? All night. All night. All night. Want to do it all night. All night. All night. All night. All night.
Getting ready for this right here. Safe. Because I feel safe.
Yes.
When I'm with you. Background sounds of Macway. It's my song, y'all. Somebody call my mama.
All the times that you said that you wanted her back. Shouldn't let her ass go, you want none of that. Yeah. All the things that you need, they was all in one place. You don't understand how love works one day. All the times that you said that you wanted her back. She don't let her ass go, you want none of that. All the things that you need, they was all in one place. Yeah. Said I feel safe when I'm with you. You done gave your whole heart, still I feel foolish. Cause I can't change some shit I do. Wouldn't know how to go about it if I lost you. Been let myself get in my way. Cause if it was my heart, I make that change. Came into my own, there's no more games. No, you would rather go than stay the same. Yeah. What you want? We ain't talking about that tonight. Yeah. And the most make love till you satisfied. Yeah. Dreams of war, tell me which pays your appetite. We connect through the skies like satellites. I don't wanna be the reason why you sad at night. We can stop right now, I know you're scared of heights. Everything that you want, always in our sight. We ain't gotta slow down, we just living life. Said I feel safe when I'm with you. You done gave your whole heart, still I feel foolish. Cause I can't change some shit I do. Wouldn't know how to go about it if I lost you. Been let myself get in my way. Cause if it was my heart, I make that change. Came into my own, there's no more games. Know you would rather go than stay the same. Know you would rather go than let myself get up in my way. Get up in my way. Said I feel safe when I'm with you. You done gave your whole heart, still I feel foolish. Cause I can't change some shit I do. Wouldn't know how to go about it if I lost you. Didn't let myself get in my way. Cause if it was my heart, I make that change. Came into my own, there's no more games. Know you would rather go than stay the same. Yeah.
90.7 WTCC FM. That's Springfield's own Macway. Yo, I'm telling you, I be digging that joint. I love that song, man. Actually, there's so many dope joints, man. I don't know which one. That Making Me Goodbye by Malay, Unconditional by K-Sam, that BJ Bowers joint. But I'm digging this Jazara joint. I'm talking Jazra. Listen to me. That Jazara joint. It's really how we about to play that. It's called Watching Me. And while we talk about Jazara, we got free tickets. She's gonna be participating in that Coast to Coast live concert, the largest artist showcase in the world. Performing live will be none other than our own Jazara. That's on May 20th, 2021. And I got 2 tickets, man. I got 2 tickets. So when my co-hosts come back, we'll figure out how we're gonna get them tickets away and see what people need to do to win those tickets. Probably just do a simple call in, maybe the 10th caller when we make the announcement. But Jazara is going to be performing live at Coast to Coast Live. If you don't know what that is, you might want to look it up. It's the interactive events joint, and it's huge. And again, that's one of our own. So let's make sure we support her, and let's give away them tickets. Make sure you go on and enjoy them. If nobody wants them, I'm definitely going to enjoy them because I know y'all going to want them because she's a monster. Hershey Rock the other night, Friday night, gave everybody the acapella sample, and people were going crazy. Yo, I'm telling you, we got somebody here who's about to blow up. And everybody want to ride that wave. So we got tickets, 2 tickets for that Coast to Coast Live. Again, she'll be performing alongside folks from all over the great United States of America. It's some next level-ish. And I'm digging it, man. So this is Jazara, y'all. This is called Watching Me. Let's feel it. Let me know if you're feeling it. Hit me. And I'll hit you back. Let's do this.
Watching me, clocking me constantly, honestly, this is amusing me. This is amusing me. I see you watching me, clocking me constantly, honestly, this is amusing me. This is amusing me. Honestly, this is amusing me. This is amusing me. constantly, constantly. Honestly, this is amusing me. This is amusing me. I see you watching me, clocking me constantly, constantly. Honestly, this is amusing me. This is amusing me. Bitty, 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 bang, bang. Bitty, 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 bang. Bitty, 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 bang, bang. Bitty, 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 bang. Bitty, 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 bang, bang. Bitty, 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 bang. Bitty, 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 bang, bang. Don't have me call up the flame, bang. Just
Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it.
You just was about to do it. I wanted you to do it.
I can't do it. You'd have to do it
You
first.
was just about to do it.
Sing
it, D. Yes.
Yo.
Yes.
That was Jazzara, y'all.
Jazara. How you gonna sing it and then
because she said
then mess it up?
Because of the way she sang it.
Jazara.
Man, leave me alone. Listen, she's dope. Yo, you got to hear her live. So
yeah, she's
don't
really
forget,
good.
we got these 2 tickets that we need to give away before the end of the night.
Oh,
she'll be performing live in that Coast to Coast live interactive events. This is big time inside of Brooklyn, New York. She'll be performing alongside of artists or some of the top artists in the country, from Cali to New York. And listen, man, it's one of them joints.
That's
you can sit home and watch a real dope concert, and you get to shout out one of your own. You dig?
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
So
that's dope.
That's what's up. And then I got to shout out
dope.
Spirit Life Entertainment. If you're not familiar with Spirit Life Entertainment,
get familiar.
Get familiar. My man K Sam is putting together an assembly of like some of the dopest performers, man.
Yeah, he's really dope.
I seen some of the folks that are down with Spirit Life Entertainment. Listen, make sure y'all support some of these local labels, man.
Please do.
They may be local, but the music is like nationwide. I'm gonna put it like that. The music coming out of there is ridiculously dope.
Absolutely.
Ridiculously dope. So make sure y'all support my man Finesse Savage. Yo, he's gotta be one of the hardest working artist management promotion dudes. He'd be like on his full-time grind.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, boy, if I ever start performing again with my old self, I'm gonna be like, yo, Finesse.
Y'all witnessed him call himself old though, right?
Oh, I can call myself. It's like I use it like a credit
Everybody
card.
else heard him say it.
Listen, I earned my 56 years of living. Look at me. I
called himself old.
I like this white stuff on my chin. I think it's kind of dope.
That's what she said.
She did. How you know?
That was a good one to catch it there. Yeah,
Whatever, man. Yo.
See, I could be a comedian a little bit.
Just a little bit. A little bit. Hey, man, look like I ain't ironed my shirt today. But I did.
I ironed mine.
I'm telling you, I did, though. It was the sweater that messed me up.
I made sure I ironed my shirt, too, okay?
Yeah, it was the sweater.
I sure did. I didn't know if you was going to have the camera sideways today, so I was like, you know what?
I was going to, especially now, but I'm like, yo, I called my son. This bad wood froze on me. Listen, again, shout out. Somebody knocking. Spirit Life Entertainment. Got to shout him out. Shout out my man Finesse. Shout out my man Gary Smith, my man Skillet.
Shout out, yes.
And the music that they got coming out. There's so many cats with dope music coming out. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
But I'm digging this Otis Kane.
Okay.
Can I play some Otis Kane?
Play whatever you want.
Otis Kane sound like he can sing with a name like Otis Kane.
Play Otis Kane.
Well, here we go, y'all. This is called Without You. My man, Otis Kane.
Otis.
Come on, snap your fingers. Come on. I think I just put a poem to this.
Go ahead.
Hey.
I've been searching way down in my soul.
This one. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot all about this.
Sometimes it's warm and sometimes it's cold. But every time I'm around you, hey, I thank the good Lord that I found you. I thought the door was closed to my heart, but you had the key now. I don't want to spend the day without you. I don't want to spend a day without you. 'Cause I don't feel alive without you. Don't know how I survive without you. I don't wanna spend the day. I don't wanna spend the day without you. I looked at myself at a distance. I knew that I had something missing. Oh, I know the world is changing. Oh, as long as I have you, I'm amazing. I thought the door was closed to my heart, but you had the key now. I don't wanna spend the day without you. I don't wanna spend the day without you. 'Cause I don't feel alive without you. Don't know how I survive without you. I don't wanna spend the day. I don't wanna spend the day without you. I don't wanna spend the day without you. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, I thought the door was closed to my heart, but you had the key. I don't wanna spend a day without you. I don't wanna spend a day without you. I don't wanna spend a day without you. 'Cause I don't feel alive without you. Don't know how I survive without you. I don't wanna spend a day. I don't wanna spend a day without you.
Go off, Otis.
Yo.
I don't want to spend a day without you.
Hey, man, if you wondering who that is, that's Otis Kane. Yo,
Otis
that joint is
Kane.
dope. Yo, my man AJ, you got to tell me the name of the band. Me and my boy was trying to figure it out the other day. What was the name of the band y'all used to have way back when I had Renaissance Art Space? Y'all was making the crazy beats. What was the name of the band? I'm trying to remember.
I didn't even know AJ was part of a band.
I think it was a band. Yeah, because they had the sister out of Chicopee. She's a white girl. She used to sing, dope voice. They brought her to the Renaissance. I forgot the name of the band. I could not think of the name of what they were working with. So if you're still on, let me know what the name of that band was. Yo, this is 90.7 WTCC FM. Yo, now we got these 2 tickets we have to give away, right? How you want to give these away?
The first caller.
So that means I'm going to have to turn on the phone.
Turn on the
phone.
Oh,
Song,
Venus asked if she can call in and do a poem, actually.
Venus, she called in before?
Yeah.
Got to keep it under 3 minutes, though. No, sir. It was long.
She joined our chat a couple times. I'm about to send her the number right now because the last time.
The number here is 413-218-6024.
Oh.
413-218. Rhythmatic. Yes.
Oh, I could have told you that, but I thought that was just the name of his business, period.
Nah, man.
I could have told you that.
Like next level, crazy, dope. Is the band still, are y'all still together or y'all just like rocking different projects? I know Matt's work doing the chef thing full time. He got the restaurant opening. Yo, y'all was, Chelsea LaRue. That's her name.
Oh, yeah. Yo, I know AJ was talking about her before.
I was watching something. It was a dude out of Cali. And it's so crazy. He had a live joint. He did like live on the deck or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he had this girl come up to sing, said she's from Massachusetts. I'm like, yeah, Bonfire. What is it? Something like that. Bonfire. And I'm sitting here like, yo, that's the girl that came to the Renaissance Art Space. She was with AJ and them. I'm like, I know that's her. Yeah, Bonfire. I thought that was her. I was going to ask you that, bro. Thank you.
Word.
Yo, this is 90.7 WTCC FM, D.Moss, NBS Malay, broadcasting live remotely from the campus of Springfield Technical Community College. Listen, man, if y'all out there and y'all got some new music, send it to me at dmosslive@gmail.com. And I promise you.
That was smooth. You heard? Did you hear the harmony with it? That was dope.
I got to get some of her music, man. I'm like, yo, yeah, Rhythmatic, yo, them cats was crazy. I used to love listening to them.
Yeah, he writes really. I mean, he does make really good beats. So.
Yo, for real. Yo, I can't pronounce this brother's name. It's Ben Leonco Soul, something like that. It's French. I just know I love the song, so I'm gonna play it. It's called "Addicted," y'all.
We're gonna have to Ben.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Google and see how he pronounced
how you
that.
say your last name.
I'm straight up all American English. I'd be like Leonco, Leonco Soul, L Uncle Soul. Listen,
Lee Uncle.
Listen, all I know is dude's music is dope. So check this out, y'all. It's Ben Uncle Soul, something like that. It's called Addicted. I don't know how to pronounce the name.
Le Uncle.
Listen,
maybe
man.
It's like that. With an accent, Le Uncle.
Le Uncle. I can't
Le
say
Uncle.
All I know is I'd be like, yo, bro, whatever your name is, man, I just need you to sing.
Ben Le Uncle.
Here we go, y'all. Addicted. Let me know if you're digging this. I know I'm definitely digging it. Telephone number is 413-218-60.
Every time I'm falling, you're the one I'm calling. And everywhere I'm going, I know your eyes are on me. I'm addicted to you. I'm addicted to you. I'm addicted to you. Yeah. When I feel hurt, when I'm underground, when I feel like dirt, longing for the sound of the freeing bird. I know I'm falling, yeah. You know I'm falling, and when I feel pain, I always think about you to be strong again. I can hear you telling me stop worrying, babe. You know I'm falling. You know I'm falling. Every time I'm falling, you're the one I'm calling. And everywhere I'm going, I know your eyes are on me. 'Cause I'm addicted to you. I'm addicted to you. I'm addicted to you. Oh. Yes, I'm calling you someday. I'll be curing some way. Just give me the time until I get it right. I won't be falling. Yeah. Every time I'm falling, you're the one I'm calling. And everywhere I'm going, I know your eyes are on me. I know that I'm supposed to let you fly and be moving on. But we had our time, but our moment is gone. Our moment is gone.
Ooh, that's my song, y'all. That's
that was
Ben
dope
the Uncle
song.
Soul with Addicted. His album is fire. So if
I
y'all
love
looking
that.
for something different, yo, we're gonna give it to you. My man Jordan Malone, if you're out there, give me a call tomorrow, brother. Call me on my cell phone. Oh man, Trevor Pitts is in the house, y'all. Listen,
Hey,
yo, some of the
Trevor.
dopest musicians in the city have been on tonight. Yo, this is crazy.
It's meant.
Crazy. Jitty said he got some music for you. He says, I know we started working together and we had miscommunication, but I have a couple of joints, a couple of beats I want to give you to kill if you want them.
That's a blessing.
Translation,
of course, I'm not gonna turn that
translation, down. She's like, hell yeah, please, yes. And
because
yesterday, yes.
I'm telling KLS.
I didn't. Well, technically,
you said the H word.
No, I don't.
I'm definitely down. Of course.
Yo, can I spit over a beat, or is there like an age limit for dope beats?
It's an age limit. Hop off, D. No, I just kidding. Yo, D gotta hop on some tracks too because he's gonna kill it.
Yo, what
definitely.
To slide off.
That's what it's called. That's what Gary said. But that's what he said. Is it called the slide off? Right.
I think he said the slide off.
He did. He said the slide off. He did.
Yo, I'm using that for everything now.
The slide off.
You trying to give me the
I'm definitely down, AJ. Thank you. That's dope. That's dope. What? I'll get right on that. Don't play with me.
Just don't let me listen to it. I'll be able to play it on the air. You be like, yo.
Don't send your music to D if you don't want him to play it right away.
I don't want it played because I'll take that bad boy. If it's dope, I'm playing it and be like, yo.
I'm addicted to you. I don't know why that just popped up.
He said, got you, D. That means I might be spitting over a dope beat.
I said, why not? I was just kidding.
One time, way back, man. That might have been 10 years ago.
Word.
And I was sitting there listening from track to track to track. I just did
all his beats are sick.
Yo, crazy, man. Yeah, this is 90.7 WTCC.
WTCC.
Broadcasting live remote via Springfield Technical Community College. Ooh, I had some cards I was supposed to play. I'm waiting for my pizza to get here today. Yo, you got to sing something though, man.
I can't. I'm hungry. Like my stomach is bulging.
Lord,
like it's like
somebody help her. Somebody bringing the girl a grinder.
Oh, put on like a beat or something. Then you could do some poetry and I'll sing behind it.
Oh, no, I can't do any poetry.
See? He want me to sing though, right?
I'm whack with it.
Play a random beat. Let's see what we do to it. Go ahead. Just play something.
All right, let's see. Oh, you welcome, man. Your beats is crazy, bro.
He know that already though.
Beats are crazy. That's all I got to say. Yo, Rhythmatic. Man, I ain't heard that in a long time. I know I've been out the loop. Good
That's so funny. I could have told you that was his name, but I thought you was looking for nah. I didn't know he had a band. I didn't know that. I only known him from like his beats and like studio and stuff like that. So I didn't know about that. That's cool. You see, you learn something new every day.
Let's see. Oh, okay. All right. Let's go to the title, right?
I'm addicted to you.
Right. While I'm looking for some instrumentals, I'm gonna play this joint by Orion's Son. It's called Coffee for Dinner. I'm digging it. Here we go. 90.7 WTCC FM. D.Moss.
MBS Malay. Slept in your bed when I had no place to go. This is a dream, I don't plan on letting go. I can't breathe, suffocating so close. Just hope you remember that late night in winter. You saw a winner when I felt like a loser. Coffee for dinner kept me warm in the cold, made me stronger on my own. No, often, trying to see you often, call you when I'm often, working till the morning, giving up so easy. I think about it often, don't think about it often, oh. Working 2 jobs till I finally got a whip, crossing state lines, hoping I could feel something. I can't breathe, suffocating so close. Just hope you remember that late night in winter. You saw a winner when I felt like a loser. Coffee for dinner kept me warm in the cold, but I never was alone. No, often, trying to see you often, call you when I'm often, working till the morning, giving up so easy. I think about it often, don't think about it often, 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 often. Trying to see you often, call you when I'm often, working till the morning, giving up so
it's you and
Yes, you can. She's a love song. A life captured 1,000 times in a phone. Like a snapshot consisting of words, she exists somewhere between a smile and a thought. That moment between sunrise and sunset when life realizes it is but a shell and sheet. There's a core that drives it forward. Just a little bit closer. A goddess personified, immortalized in words for a lifetime she is saying. That makes the viral relevancy I see her clearly. I can't help but attempt to describe her, though she is indescribable. So I close my eyes but force to imagine her. She dies perfect.
The moon is waiting for me and you. You ain't picking up your phone. I'm pulling up all night. Oh, wishing you were next to me, making perfect harmonies, thinking everything's okay, but I get feelings fading. Here we go our separate
microwaves now. Feeling all these kind of ways. I know that I can't keep waiting. You're persuading my body to let you in. I can't pretend I don't want your loving. Deep down in my heart, I know it's real. Sometimes I sit back and think about my life. Oh, why am I still trapped? Why am I still blind? Oh, I wanna take time to relax my mind, but I can't, cause I know that you're using me so frequently, baby. So frequently, baby. So frequently, baby. So frequently, baby. I'm in need of clarity and understanding. Can't you see I'm really down and really hurting? Can you feel the pain in my soul? Think it's time to let go. Can you feel the fire in my bones? I'm here alone. I'm tucked away. You reap what you sow. You say you alone. Yet I see the passion inside. Open your eyes, can't you feel it? Our hearts collide. Deep breath and sometimes I sit back and think about my life. Oh, why am I still trapped? Why am I still blind? Oh, I wanna take time to relax my mind, but I can't, cause I know that you're using me so frequently, baby. So frequently, baby. So frequently, baby.